Hi, welcome to Similar But Different, the podcast. Let's do that again. Okay. But I'm getting all the benefits.
Without having to pay.
Right.
Yeah, they screwed me. And then I found a bunch of friends that I was different from. I think I'd like the gram more if I got hit up in my DMs.
Okay, this should probably end. Hi, welcome to Similar But Different. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Jen.
Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Ray. Thanks for the brownie that I just shoveled in my face.
You can thank George and Gwen.
George is a great name, and Gwen is just perfect.
Yeah.
George and Gwen. First of all,
My next door neighbors.
Gwen, I do actually think I love that name.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Mm.
They're a delight. They're good neighbors.
Whew.
Happy New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. Yay!
Yeah.
That's weird.
End of the year.
It
You
is
know,
in the year.
This is our 35th episode.
Oh, you've been holding on to that one. Look at that. I
Yeah.
did not know that. That's exciting.
Yeah.
We're 35.
What?
Were we 35?
I think it's our 35th. I think this will be 35.
Yeah, so we're 35 now. Our podcast.
Oh, years old?
Yeah.
I don't
Our
understand.
podcast is 35 episodes old.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like, I'm not following where you're going with this. But yeah,
I'm impressed with us. Mostly you because you do all the work.
you do a lot of work too.
Well, you do a lot of the hard work to me.
Well, you also feed me dinner sometimes. So,
I'm glad that I can pull my weight a little bit. I did pull my weight for today's podcast episode
yes.
topic. So I read a New York Times article, and I stole the idea from them, where they basically say the best of 2024. And I was like, would be so cool to just look back on this last year and what was the best of everything. So it says, or the note that I took, this isn't from their thing. It can be the best movie, but it doesn't need to necessarily be movie, book, songs, but it can be favorite or best cocktail, best tradition that you started, cooking recipe, more me, not you, or technique that you learned, best piece of advice, a best lesson you learned or discovered, things you discovered and loved and all of that.
Yeah, this is fun. Especially because, New Year's is not my holiday. Especially not New Year's Eve because I don't like to stay up late.
Oh, yeah.
I think
With
I
you on that.
told you that either last year is when we officially decided that when we get invited to New Year's Eve parties, we're just going to say no.
I like that.
Because when we get the invite, we're like, one, always want to be invited, even if I don't come, because I appreciate people wanting me to be somewhere.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But honestly, it's hard for me to do things at night, and New Year's Eve that goes into the night. I was like, this isn't going to start till 8:00, and
Yep.
then I get excited by the idea of not doing anything and just being cozy at home.
I agree with you. I almost feel like I don't get to do that just because Nathan's birthday is New Year's Day, and so I feel like New Year's Eve is his time to spend with his friends.
Yeah,
before his birthday. And
that's true. You have been partied. You have been a person who I've said, never mind, Jen, I'm not coming.
Yep. Which I thought last year, I think it was last year when we did it, it was great. The ball dropped, we said Happy New Year, and then everyone got the fuck out. And that was elite.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like I kicked people out. It was, everybody knew we're too old for this
Yeah,
shit.
they wanted to go home.
It's late. We're going to go to bed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Huge fan of that.
That's perfect.
It's still kind of sucky because I like the idea of being in bed and waking up to New Year.
Yeah. Skylar and I sometimes we will fall asleep on the couch, and then he's sweet. He'll sometimes set a timer or something, or if I fall asleep, he'll wake me up and be like, Happy New Year, 3, 2, 1. We'll be like, little smooch. And
I
then
love that.
back to sleep.
A little smooch. A little smooch. I don't celebrate the new year because I celebrate Nathan's birthday.
Yeah.
I say happy birthday and kiss him. Give him a big old juicy
Get a
kiss.
big old juicy one.
Oh,
What time did people leave your Christmas party?
oh my God. I actually don't know. I got drunk.
Good. I'm glad you had fun.
Drunker than I wanted to. So actually,
Oh,
wasn't.
okay,
That was
then
the
sorry.
bad part.
Wow, we didn't
got
even talk about that.
I got the not feel good drunk, so
So
that sucked. But it was
while people were still there.
towards the end, I was definitely
Yeah.
Nathan was like, you were saying shit that made no sense, so I could tell
Aw,
you were drunk.
I'm sorry I missed that.
Yeah, you did. It was I was just sitting there saying shit. Who knows? I don't know. Apologies to anyone who they're not listening, but apologies. Anyways, yeah, the best though. New Year's is great. Love that. But yeah, what would you say? What were some standouts for you this year?
So when you mentioned this as a topic, loved it because I struggle with like New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, fuck a resolution.
But this is like so fun to recap your year, and I had to look at my calendar to remind myself of things I did, and
Yeah.
then I was like, I went on so many awesome trips this year.
Yeah.
Like this year was when I went on my Renaissance,
Yes.
and that seems like it was years ago.
No, it doesn't. Really?
Yeah.
Was that your best trip though of all the trips?
I mean, yeah.
Ah,
It was
that is
great.
nice.
But then also went to uh like Montana and
Yep. The
went to
farm?
Yellowstone
Oh,
National
that's what
Park.
I said farm.
Yeah, well, I also
Park.
did go to my friend's parents'
That's
farm for
true.
4th of July. And then also went to St. Louis. I'd never been there.
How are you gonna top it?
Um, I don't know.
You know the only way to do it is to just not travel at all, and then that way
No, I
you're
love it.
like, "Fuck that. I wanna do all the travel again."
Yeah, I don't actually have any big travel planned right now for 2025, so
Hmm.
I need to change that.
Yeah. I Travel was good in 2024.
Yeah, because you also went to Europe
Yeah, we got to go to Paris, which was
twice.
nice. What?
Didn't you go twice?
No, we went to Can it was, Playa del Carmen was the first one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Which was nice because that my brother got engaged this year.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
exciting. He's gonna get married next year. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, yeah, one of my best friends got engaged this year, and I got to be a part of it, and that I coordinated with her now fiance, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I
see,
like
that's
being
great.
included.
Yeah, having the option's the key there.
Yeah,
Because then I also wanna be have the choice to not,
yeah,
to say no, to say thank you, bye. Thank you next,
yeah,
actually. Channel my inner Ariana Grande. Um, yeah, travel was good this year,
yeah.
but we'll have to top it because
Yeah, I also think of like even more local trips that we did. So we went to like Southwest Virginia where when Skylar threw his dad a surprise 60th birthday
yeah,
party. And also we like stayed with like Skylar's best friends from college and their partners at a cabin
that's
there. And it
cool.
was just so fun.
Shi
It felt
Shit.
very like, I think I told you, we, like, played egg toss in the yard,
Yeah.
and it was just, like, so wholesome, and when someone suggested it, we were like, "Okay," and
Weirdo.
then it was
It was like,
so
"Let's play
much fun.
again."
It's like when the Guess Your Name game was fun.
Oh my god, and you'd be like, "Why? How is this fun?" Oh,
Uh,
yeah. No, that's I feel like there's highlights, and I've definitely talked about it on episodes in the past, like, as these things happen, but, like, finally biting the bullet on the bidet, game
oh,
changer, that was,
yeah.
like, the best bathroom change I've made
Right.
in the new year.
Yeah, it's like, "Oh, what was your best purchase?" I need to, like, go through my credit card statement.
Shit. Yeah, that's tough because I bought a lot of dumb shit, which interferes with what could be the best shit. But
Yeah.
I might put bidet there.
Yeah?
I mean, we bought 2. The fact that we
Right.
doubled down
And
on
you
it.
bought it 1 just originally, right? And
Yeah,
then got
bought
another one.
1 and it was like, "No, game changer."
Yeah.
Yeah, we doubled down on that, which was nice. Yeah, I yeah, that was great. I feel like this year is also the year that I got fully immersed in fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
And I did finish the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Mass. Well, I don't know how you say her name. And that was the best book I read, best fantasy world I've been a part of. Because I'm a part of it. When I
Yeah.
read, you become a part of it. Um, but yeah, no, I always knew I liked watching fantasy.
Yeah.
Give me all the weird shit, the magic, Harry Potter, whatever. Um, but yeah, now I just that was a great world to open my eyes to.
Yeah, I wish I had brought my bookmark because so my I don't know if you know this. My friend made me a bookmark that looks like a bookshelf. So the front and back is like spines of books, and every
Mhm.
time I finish a book, I write it It's amazing. I
Oh,
love
that's
it so
cool.
much, and it also helps me remember
The books
books
you've
that I've
read.
read, and I finished the first one earlier this year, and so she gave me another one, and I'm trying to remember, like, I don't know, I read a lot of good books this year, listened to a lot of good books this year, and
I mean, I'm
my
excited.
memory's so bad.
It's okay. The only thing you need to remember is that Onyx Storm comes out in January. So
Oh, is that the next
that's the
Fourth
next one to,
Wing?
yeah, Fourth Wing. And I'm going to reread them.
Yeah, my friend is doing that right now, but she also has the copy of the first one of mine, so
Oh, yeah, I'm going to pre order and reread.
yeah.
I might
I
buy
should
the
probably do
books
that, but I don't like that because they're long, and I might just have to like read a summary or
Yeah.
write myself. I really don't want to put in the
In the effort.
effort of like reading the whole thing again.
I do.
That's not,
I want to immerse myself in that world again because I'm in a different world right now. I'm still in the Throne of Glass world,
yeah,
which is a shame because before that I read the ACOTAR series and I was in that world.
that's the world I'm in currently.
Yeah, huge fan of that. Man, so fantasy has taken over my life. It used to just be what I watched on TV. Now it's what I read
Yeah.
and it's what I dream about.
What was the best puzzle you did this year?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I will say it's going to be Harry Potter because I do a lot of Harry Potter books or Harry Potter puzzles. But Heather gave me a Harry Potter puzzle that her family could not finish.
Ooh.
And I was like, challenge accepted. But struggled. I struggled with this Harry Potter puzzle. The pieces didn't fully fit,
I'm
but it was the best feeling when I finished it.
proud of
So
you.
that was the, and I can't believe I didn't send it to her immediately when I finished it. It had been so long since she gave it to me, but I finished that this year. I framed it, and that was my favorite puzzle so far.
Nice.
So far now this year. That was a good one.
I was thinking of trying to be like, oh, what's the thing that made me laugh the most this year? And I had a memory, and I actually re experienced it on your screened in porch.
Really?
Because, so when I was on my trip to Yellowstone, my friend was telling me that the guy she was seeing, the thing that gives her the ick is he refers to like when his dog has to go to the bathroom, be like, oh, he has to go pee pees.
And you lost it and you yes.
And, like, when she first told me that, I think it was good because it made her have less of an ick
Of an ick
because
about
it
it.
was bringing me
So much
so
joy.
much joy to pluralize pee-pee like that, please.
Go pee.
And, like, hardest I've laughed, and then I retold it to you, I don't know why, and I laughed pretty hard then as well.
You did. You almost had a hard time getting through it
Yeah.
to tell me, and I was like, you're losing me." But no, you didn't because it was still funny when you said it. And now I feel like I say it sometimes.
Aw, I love that.
Not really, because it's just hurry up, and then she goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was man, that was yeah, that's probably the best laugh I've seen you have. I honestly couldn't pick out. That's nah, no, he doesn't deserve it.
What were you gonna say, Nathan made you laugh?
Yeah, I feel like he just always makes me laugh so fucking hard, and it'll be about like dumb stuff. Sometimes it'll be like we're in bed about to go to sleep and we get the giggles,
Yeah,
but he
that's
will
the
make me fucking
best.
laugh so hard about something. He- I'm sure that the best laugh I've had is him.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I
Scott
guess.
is probably offended that I didn't say him. I mean, he
No.
makes me laugh a lot, but I always like sometimes I'll laugh. I mean, it's just like laughing at peepees. Like
Yeah.
it's not like I'm not losing my shit over saying it now, but like at the time it was the funniest thing. And then like he'll say something and I cannot stop laughing. And the next day I'll be like, what was that thing you said? Either can't even remember it or he'll say it and I'm like, yeah, that moment
It
has
wasn't the
passed.
moment's gone. Yeah. No, I'm with that. Yeah. Shit. I think it's insane to me this past year I reached 100 physical therapy sessions
Wow.
and counting.
Yeah, when are you gonna
So,
be done?
probably never. I'm just going to live there.
Okay.
They've
Well,
they've
you're making
accepted
good
me.
friends. Did your physical therapist come to the Christmas party?
No, she did the tacky light run.
Oh, okay.
When her kids were cute as shit, dressed up as little Grinches and they're
Yeah.
all like, you get decked out. I saw pictures today at therapy. So, yeah. She was not planning to make it either. So.
Yeah. I think the best purchase that I made this year is a tiny little space heater for my home office.
Just
It is insane because I've been working in that room since 2020,
Yeah.
and every winter it is insanely cold and hard to work in. And this year, finally, I spent $35 on a little
Oh,
space heater,
okay.
and it's changed my life.
I mean, yes, a space heater in an office is
And I'm more so just
too
like,
legit
I'm dumb for
for
not
not
doing this
having it sooner.
before. I think this is how my mind works, and it's stupid. I'm like, the room should not be as cold as it is.
Yep,
It
correct.
should feel the same temperature as the rest of the house. So rather than just accepting that flaw and buying something to fix the problem, I'm just like, it shouldn't be like this, and I'm not going to do anything about it.
I'm not gonna change it because it just shouldn't be like this.
Exactly. And it took me 4 years to,
Holy
yeah.
shit. Honestly, that's kind of impressive because that's one thing I need to do better is I need to hold on to things and not buy it just because at the moment I'm
It
like,
was
"Yeah, I need this."
$35
Yeah,
though.
that
It's
okay,
not like I was waiting to buy this
true.
like $400 space
Whole
heater. And
house.
honestly, I am in there 8 hours a day, 5
Yeah,
days a week. So if they were $400,
it
I should get one.
still, yep. Yeah, that's fair. But,
Yeah.
you live
And a
and you
tiny little
learn.
fan for when it gets too hot in there.
Do you
Got one of
happen to
those.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, is it a scenario where you're like, "I'm heating," and now it's like, "Oop, let me switch. Fan. Oop,
No,
now
I
I'm getting
just turn
cold.
off the
Heat."
heater.
Okay. Oh, sorry, that's funny. Yeah, good purchases. Hmm, let's see. I thought it was interesting, best piece of advice,
Mm.
but then I thought about this one and I was like, I don't know if there's one piece of advice that I think trumps other advice, but I also can't think of any advice.
Yeah, I was like, I'm impressed that you like have advice that you're thinking of,
Well,
but
so I know I'm always learning. I'm
not me.
Yeah,
Maxed out.
maxed out. No, but I'm always interested in like other people's thoughts, like what they've done, yada yada yada. And I know there's things that have happened this year that I learned something new about myself.
Yeah.
Um, but it was through someone else like telling me maybe how they handled something or and so it's not necessarily like there was a direct advice either, but it was just like, you kinda learn along the way.
You're being too vague.
I am.
I would like, oh,
I'm sure you probably could put it together, but it's just, it's
okay. I understand what you're
yeah.
getting at now. Once you said I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm trying to think. I thought you were like, yeah, you just get advice and it's good. And I'm like, yeah,
Everything can
that,
be interpreted as advice almost, right?
yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything specific that I would say, yeah, that's something I would share with others because it means, like, it can be applied across the board. I think it's just like people say shit and I'm like, "Hmm, how can that apply to me?"
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing sticks out, which is unfortunate because I'm sure there's been plenty of things and I wish I
Yeah.
had written them down.
That's something we should do.
When people say wise things, write them down.
Wise words of wisdom.
My
Write them
friend
down.
has which I actually, I could order one and start the new year with it. So she has one of those 5-year journals. And every day there's like, I don't know, 6 lines or something where you just like can put whatever you want, like what you did that day or things you want to remember.
Mhm.
And so it's every day has like 5 of those sections because it's a 5-year journal. So then when you get to that day again the next year, you can read what you wrote.
Oh,
And it's
that's
really fun
cool.
because this is a friend that I've gone on a lot of these trips with. And so
Mhm.
when she gets to those days, she'll be like, oh, these
And yeah,
things
message you
that
about
we
it.
remember. Yeah. Or it's interesting because she'll be like, "Oh, you were having a really hard time with this and called me to talk about it." And it's very cool because you're not in that place anymore.
Oh, shit,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like a celebration almost to be
Yeah.
to be out of the woods, out of the woods. But Penny, what's going on? Who let you up
You want to
here?
come up?
Dad let you up here, and you know we don't
Do
need
your little
this.
sniffs, then get comfortable.
Oh, although people are here just for Penny, I'm sure. So
Yeah. Penny's little booty.
Yeah, best of this year is the rebounds that she's
Oh
made
my
after
gosh, yes, that's a
injury after
really good
injury.
best of.
Man, this
Yeah, you
dog's
were
back to being puppy status.
scaring people for a while.
Yeah, Jesus, what a whirlwind with her. But hopefully, I mean, what did I read? I read something the other day. I've been getting fed a lot of stuff around Catahoula dogs, and their life expectancy is 10 to 14 years,
How
and
old's a
she's
10-year?
10.
Okay, I don't like that.
Yep, me neither. But 2 years ago when all this stuff started, we thought that was it. Oh,
Yeah.
she's on the decline. So the fact that I was
Yeah,
like, well,
she's a whole new dog now.
at that point I was like, I'll take 10 years. Now I'm like, I'll
Yeah.
take 14 years.
Right. Oh, little Pimpin.
Yeah, she's great. She's always the best of though, because she's pretty much my whole world. So
Yeah.
there's that.
I regularly, Skylar and I will be with Ruby and be like, how did we get so lucky? She's just the cutest little thing. And then she'll do something annoying. We're like, and then we're like, no, she's the best.
So often we take her on walks and I'm like, fuck you, Penny,
Yeah.
stop. Like, stop being so bad.
You can come up. You saw me stretch my legs out, and we're like, not today.
I don't know what she wants, but it's fine. Come on. Yeah. What
Okay.
else? Hmm. I do feel like I will say the best tradition, and I'm going to call it a tradition now because it's happened 2 years in a row. So
Okay.
this year I think made it a tradition. Is the best new tradition we started was Cousins Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm really glad we do that, and I think it's a good new tradition.
Yeah. You know, we didn't start this in 2024, but another tradition that I've been really enjoying is our girls' dinner with our old coworkers. And
Yes.
we've been like, we've kept up with that for over a year now.
Yep.
And that's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like I don't want to take credit and act like I'm, but I think it was my idea.
Interesting.
It might have been.
I
No?
don't know.
So
I think I remember us being
we were gonna do like restaurants and then
out to dinner or something. I don't know. I remember us having a conversation about it.
yeah. Well, so and what I was trying to take credit for is more of the thought process that we pick like a theme and each person brings one piece of
That
it
I do
because I
love.
got it and didn't create it. I got it from someone else, but I remember bringing it up to this group because I was like, this would be fun for
So
us to
some
do.
background. We every like other month or once a quarter,
At least once a
yeah,
quarter. Yep.
get together with a group of our girlfriends, and Jen had the idea to have it themed. So like if you are, we do it at someone's house, so there's no pressure to like get out of the restaurant and free the table. And so the themes have been everything from Italian to Valentine's Day. Wasn't
Yep.
that
Valentine's Day was one of them.
one of the themes?
Yeah.
Romance.
It is very
Um,
like
yeah, and
random.
it's awesome. I love it so much because one of us, if you are hosting, then you're in charge of the entree, and then everyone brings something like a side or dessert or a
That's on
drink that's
theme.
on theme.
I love it. I think
Yeah,
it's great.
it's a lot of fun.
And I know that there's a lot of things out there because I've seen it on the social webs, but social medias.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Interwebs, social, whatever. I just combined those. But I'm glad we do that too.
Do you have a favorite podcast episode?
Oh, good question. Honestly, this sucks. This is a terrible answer. But my favorite episode recording, because we didn't get to listen to it, was
Oh,
with my friend Melanie.
yeah, that
That
sucks.
was so fun to record, and I was like, this is gonna be the best episode.
Yeah,
I mean, it was everything. And then yeah, audio fucked me. Audio
yeah,
keeps fucking
that
me.
was very sad.
But I think that was my most fun episode. Just across the board, it was a good one.
Yeah,
I knew it was good. Didn't have to listen to it. Knew it was good.
yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
I don't know if it's my favorite, but one that really sticks out to me is, well, two movie theaters and peeing in pools.
Yeah.
Or just like, I guess a day at the pool
A
is
day
what
at the
it
pool
was
is what we called
called.
it, but
But we focused on peeing in pools a lot because that was like my question of the quarter. I'd like to have something that like, oh, we need to fill space. You just ask people and get everyone's opinion. And I
Yeah.
was asking that for a while.
You were asking that for a while.
Yeah. I was asking everyone I knew.
I enjoyed it because I felt like I got to know people. And people that said that they peed in pools admitted that they peed in pools. I judged them.
Yeah.
I judged them.
Okay, I thought of another highlight of mine, not related to peeing in pools, but this year my friend Kyle ran in an ultra marathon, which we did an episode about.
Yep.
And I really liked he like asked us to come help and be on his crew, and I really liked being able to like help him do that.
Mm-hmm.
And we were the like I don't know, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. shift. So that is not a shift that aligns with me. But I was just
Yeah.
like, we're here to help. We've been called upon.
You got to
And we just
step
did
up to the
it and it
plate.
was fun.
Yeah. I would be
Um
more on into that than the actual doing a marathon
oh, I
piece.
can't do that. I would die.
Yeah, same.
But we also like camped in the process and we're not big campers and that was fun. So I think the mix of like getting to camp and being in the outdoors and helping out a friend,
Good
that was a
times.
good experience.
Good times.
Yeah, good times.
Even though it was 2 to 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What else? Did mention food. Oh yeah, I did make this, I think. Well, maybe it was last year. But the best food that I made, I got on social media. I found it on the social medias. And it's a seafood pot pie.
Interesting. I'm into that.
And they used Red Lobster's Cheddar Bay biscuits
Okay.
as the crust on top, basically.
Yeah.
That is probably the best meal. And I know it was not from this year, actually, now that I think about it. But I've been making it ever since I found it.
And I was like, feel free if I'm ever coming over for dinner again to make
It's a
seafood pot
whole
pie.
ordeal,
I'm sure.
but we should do it. I should do it. It's so good. It's got crab meat. Sometimes I'll put lobster and crab, but it depends on if it's on sale because that's expensive shit. Um, so crab meat, and I think we did shrimp. And did I do another seafood or did I just do crab meat, lobster meat, and shrimp? Might have just been those. But it has a bunch of other pot pie shit in it.
Yeah. Does
But
it have peas?
it does.
Okay. That's fine. The
I'll
last
make
time you
sure
had
to.
pot pie, it had peas in it, and I
Yeah,
ate it. I'll
you
eat
did.
peas in a pot pie.
I'll eat peas in a pie.
Uh, um, related to food, one of my worst moments of 2024
Oh shit.
was when Jen made cinnamon rolls
Oh
and
shit.
talked about how delicious they were.
I'm
And I
never gonna
said,
live that
"Oh my
down.
gosh, can I have one?" And she said, "No."
I only had one
And then,
left.
yeah, it's not that she was out, she only had one left. And I said, "Cool." And normally I'd be like, "Okay, whatever, bitch." And I was like, "Oh, great. How big are they? Can we split it?" And you were like, "No." So
I can't believe I'm such a bitch. But that just shows how good it was. I wasn't even willing to share. And Nathan and I fought about it. Like we fight about food a lot though, like the leftovers of who's gonna get
yeah.
what. And I wind up losing, which is like so not fucking fair.
Yeah, especially because 'cause you're probably making it.
Yeah. But also like that kind of gives me a little bump in my chest, makes me
Sure,
feel
yeah,
good.
yeah, that makes sense.
Um, but yeah, unless it's something I buy, and then I'm like, you fucking shithead,
Yeah.
mine. But yeah, that's how I felt about this, because I was like, I don't even want to share. He was like, we should bring the because it 2 batches, we should bring the batch and make it for your family. And I was like, whew, that is tough. Do I even want them to have this? And
I honestly feel like they've been so hyped up to me now that,
they're not going
like,
to be good
yeah, potentially,
potentially.
but I still wanna try them.
Yeah, no. Nathan's coffee friend met or said something today about, hey, when you making those again?
Oh, he got one?
Apparently Nathan gave him one.
So what you're saying is I should move my alliance from you to Nathan.
Well, Nathan's willing to share things more than I. 100%. He's willing to
He's
share
a better
things.
friend.
He
He's
is.
willing to
I'm
share.
not gonna lie. I am not a good sharer when it comes to certain things.
I mean, I appreciate your comfort in yourself to just be like, "No."
No.
But, like, that's a type of that's a level of confidence I don't think I'll ever have, but maybe it's also because I have such a higher level of kindness.
That is probably true. So let's be realistic. I'm cold.
Um, I think the best movie that I saw of 2024, which I asked you to see and I don't think you will, but you said you would, is The Substance.
See, I don't even know if I wrote that down. I need to write that down.
But it's gross.
Yeah, I
I
remember
think it's
we
gonna be very hard for you to watch, but I think it was such a well done film despite it being
The
very
Substance.
upsetting.
No, ma'am. I put it down now. I've got a list of things to watch still.
Okay, well, whenever I say, "Oh, I'll add it to the list," there is no list. So
Oh,
just PSA
no,
to
mine's actually
the
a list, just a
citizens.
FYI if you look at my list.
Wow, there's a whole 5 things on
Smart
there.
list, I think that's one you told me about. Maybe someone else
Smart
did.
list? I don't
Smart
think so.
list. Game Changers, Arcane, Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Arcane's the one that I told you about is like some animated
Okay, I've
thing.
not heard of any of these things.
I
Wait,
don't
is Game Changers the tennis movie?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't even know. Is that
With
it?
Zendaya?
That's Challengers.
Oh, okay.
Game Changer doesn't come out until 2025. No, wait, that's a different thing. That's a nope. Game Changers. The Game Changers 2018 film. Oh. Uh
Are you taking it off your list? She's making a grimacing face.
oh, I wonder if that's why it's James Wilkes travels the world on a quest for the truth about meat, protein, and strength,
Oh, okay.
showcasing elite athletes, special ops
His
soldiers.
name is John Wilkes?
James Wilkes.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's a rough name. He killed Abraham.
Oh shit. Um yeah, so I think that's probably why I was because when I was on keto or something, or
Yeah.
when we bought a half cow. That's the best purchase. Although honestly, I can't
Your
say
half
yet
cow.
if it's the best purchase. I need to. We have been eating some of the steaks.
Yeah. Jen's husband has been making her steak and eggs every morning.
He makes breakfast every morning all year for the most part because I'm not able to do that. Um, Meetings and stuff like that. I just don't usually have the time. And yeah,
What time does he make breakfast?
we eat breakfast at like 10:30.
Okay, I couldn't do that. My stomach is ready to be fueled as soon as I wake up.
Well, we will have a protein like mixed in yogurt in the
Oh,
mornings.
okay.
But I don't
So
count
you're
that as
having
breakfast.
brunch.
I count that as
A
like
morning
a
snack.
protein fuel after a workout,
Yeah, okay.
typically, because it'll be one of those
A
things.
few weeks ago, you were like, "We are on a one-day streak of getting up
Yes.
and going to your garage gym."
We hit
How's
a
that
2-day
been?
streak. We have not done further than that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest. The did we purchase that this year? The workout thing that we bought this year, I think it is. That's probably one of our best purchases, but I can't say that actually because we have not taken full advantage of it.
Okay, so you have that home gym,
Yep.
the bidets, and the half cow.
Man, I have so many purchases that are
Yeah,
just
good
great.
purchases.
We buy good shit.
I do think it's funny that, well, aside from the bidets, I also assume the half cow is expensive, and then like the home gym is pretty expensive, and I'm like, my space heater.
$35 space heater. Yeah. Yeah. That was man, that gym. That's actually yeah, there's a lot of things I feel like you mentioned resolutions. We're going to be better. We are going to be better. Working
Yeah,
out,
you know
sorry.
what we've been great at? You and I recording this podcast.
Yes.
Like, we have been so consistent,
I mean,
and it's such a joy bringer into my life.
ditto.
Like, despite like whoever listens, it's just like a
Makes me
it's
happy.
so easy to become a recluse. As I
Yes.
like to say, I don't leave the house after dark. And it's just like a great weekly thing to be like, it's good for my mental health.
Yep.
Um, and I'm really proud of us for sticking with it.
Me too. I feel like I've talked to whenever I mention that I have a podcast to someone, they're like, "Oh, that's cool." Like they'll ask questions about it and I'm just like, "This is what it is."
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll be like, "How many listeners do you have?" And I was like, "Honestly, I don't know."
Yeah.
Because that's just not something that I pay attention to. I'm just it's just fun.
Yeah.
I was like, we enjoy each other. We have a really good time getting together, catching up, talking about whatever we feel like, and
And I think so the last time when we had a podcast, I think we had like 31 episodes. And then
so we've
COVID
made it
happened.
longer.
Yeah.
Huge fan of that.
Yeah, we should have like a 1 year celebration. We should do something fun for that. When did we start?
We can
In like
figure that
March
out.
or April? Yeah, we
Yeah,
can easily figure it out.
and we'll have our anniversary celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of podcasts are taking hiatuses over the holidays.
Not us.
Nope.
We care
Dedicated
about our citizens.
and each other.
Yeah, that too.
That is the best of 2025 is going to be the swag that we put out.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
putting it
And our sound
sound
quality.
quality.
We are leveling up in 2025.
Remember
Yes.
like when you said that and I was like, "What's happening?"
And I was like, the sound.
The
We
sound,
just,
it's the audio. It's what I was just saying we're going to level up. Podcast is going to level up.
I know, I felt bad because you definitely thought I was going to share something
thought
way
there was
more
like, yeah,
exciting.
something
We got a sponsor.
I mean, but audio is very
We
exciting.
didn't. I realize I need to say that. But if you want to sponsor us,
Yeah, what does a sponsor mean?
what do you mean? What does a sponsor mean?
Like, what do they do?
Like they give us money and we promote their services.
That's right. Yep.
You know, okay. Haley Nicole Photography gave me this mug, and she is a professional photographer in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Go Haley.
And so we also accept gifts.
Bribes. I mean, gifts.
She has multiple businesses.
Oh.
She also runs like an SEO business, helping people write blogs for like if they are photographers or like have small businesses to help with like their SEO and organic reach
Nice.
on sites and stuff. So she runs that biz as well. Her and her husband do them both together, and they're
Damn.
top notch.
Go Haley.
So she also
Jane of all
loves to
trades.
travel. So for all the
Oh.
Virginia local peeps, if you need a good photographer,
Oh, she'll travel to to do photography.
yeah,
I like that. Damn. She's a badass.
yeah, she's pretty cool.
I've met her, so I can
Yeah.
say that I like her.
Yeah.
Like, because you
She bought us that like huge spaghetti dinner. We went to this pasta restaurant when we were in Orlando.
Orlando for the podcast.
Yes. And
was
I think she was like, by the way, y'all, this is on me. And you, like a kid in a candy store, were like, can we get 4 pasta dishes for like the 3 of us?
It was 4 of us, right? Or no,
it
it was
3 of
3 of us. People are like, "Don't take Jen out to dinner."
I just remember eating leftovers in the morning in that awful Airbnb that I got us that we didn't sleep in because it was so loud.
I honestly blacked that out of my mind.
Yeah, it was horrible.
But the trip was so fun.
It was.
Worth it.
Yes.
Maybe.
I would say it was worth it.
was
I
worth it.
mean, I don't still feel tired from that sleep I missed 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they say
know
that
what's
you never catch
crazy?
up, so.
We went to that conference.
Yes.
And when we went, people were like, hey, be careful. There's this like thing
people were getting
going
sick.
around.
Yeah.
And I remember when I got back from my trip, my work had put out a thing like, oh, if you've come back from travel, you need to quarantine at home for this amount of days before you come back into the office.
Fresh beginning of COVID.
And I was like, do I really have to stay home for 5 days? I feel fine. And our HR person was like, you were home for 1 day and you feel okay? Yeah, you can come back. And then I'm like days later was
Everybody
like,
get out of here.
Yeah, shut down.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a time.
What a time.
I'm glad we got to go to our conference before that.
There are some great things that came out of COVID, and that is me getting to work from home all the time. So
Yeah. We should probably have a work from home episode, but I realized when Skylar's had jobs where he went in office and I was still working from home, I didn't like that. Because the house feels so lonely.
Oh, interesting.
Like I like having
The only thing I miss when Nathan goes into the office and I'm working from home is my breakfast. And sometimes I'm in meetings and I don't have time to like eat food, and so I miss him like bringing me
it to
snacks
you.
and stuff. Yeah,
That's nice.
Filling up my water.
Yeah.
so I can stay hydrated.
Wow. Yeah, he takes good care of you.
He does. But then he shuts the door and says, "Fuck off."
Yeah.
And we pretend like we're not working in the same place cuz I'm loud.
Yeah. Well, we both are. And that was it's very beneficial that we have separate rooms to
Yeah.
work in. But yeah, I like having him as my coworker.
That's cute. I don't ever want that to change though. I agree with you. I want him to be home with
Yeah.
me forever.
Okay.
Forever.
He's actually locked in the basement right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else we want to end the year on?
Did you have a best cocktail that was on your list?
Yeah, it said best cocktail. I don't know.
Or oh, you said the best thing you cooked. I just realized, speaking of cocktails, I had a really delicious mocktail at Brenner Pass.
Oh, Brenner Pass is a good spot.
We went there for our anniversary.
Cute.
I think that was one of the or was it where I went for my we went for my birthday? I don't know. But I'm like maybe that was one of my best meals
Oh, really?
of the year. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, and this is gonna sound probably a little cocky, but I'm fairly confident that the best meal I've had, I've cooked.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like that makes me happy. Well, the best meal I've had in America.
Yeah.
Let me caveat that because I have had the best food of my entire life in Athens.
Yeah. You love Athens.
I can't get over that. That's just insane. Yeah, best cocktail, I don't know.
Was it the
Um,
one that you had last week with the bourbon and the red wine?
I thought that was good, but I wouldn't say it
Not
was
the
the
best.
best. No. And to be honest, I think I'm shifting more towards your side of things of like I don't like drinking.
I don't like paying $17 for a beverage.
Yeah, it's absurd.
And that is why cocktails piss me off.
I'm with you on that. But I'm also just like
I would
I don't
rather
like the
get
way I
an
feel
entree.
after I drink.
Yeah.
I don't like even when I have just like one or two, I feel like shit just because like you stop and then your head starts to or my head starts to hurt. So I just don't I can't have just one and I feel like shit when I have the whole bottle.
It's like Pringles. Or is
Yeah.
that Lay's?
Late?
Bet you
What?
can't have just
Bet you
one.
can't have just one. I
I
don't
think
know.
that's Pringles, and I don't like Pringles, so that slogan doesn't work for me.
Yeah, I think that's one thing one of my other friends, Heather, um has been I don't think she's drank in like 2 years now it seems. And she's like, "Yeah, everything like you're going to be healthier." It is poison.
Yeah.
I'm not an idiot. I know it's poison. But I think I'm going to try. That's going to be my thing in 2025.
Okay.
Yeah.
I support you.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully I'll be forced to not.
Sure. Yeah.
But
I hope
ideally,
that for you in 2025 as well.
in a best scenario, I can't drink. But
Well,
also I don't
you
want to.
could. It's just very frowned upon by all medical
My
professionals.
shit. Oh, you say that. There's a time apparently where it's safe. I don't think I could do it. That's
No,
a whole
I
separate convo,
feel
but
okay. So, well, you shared that you and Nathan are trying to have a baby.
yeah.
And there's always those things like, oh, well, you can have like one glass of wine or
Yeah.
this or stuff like that. And I still think I'd be like stressed about it.
Yeah, and I think I didn't feel that way previously. Like I probably a couple years ago I would have been like, yeah, no, I think I totally will probably do that. But now I'm like I feel like dog shit from one sip.
Yeah.
Not really, but
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? So in my mind, no.
I also,
Can't be good.
okay. And this is no judgment to people who have safely done that and their doctor said it's fine for them to do.
Yeah,
But it
totally.
is very hard for me, and maybe because since I haven't drank in a while, so I don't consider not drinking to be difficult,
Mhm.
that like, okay, if it is that hard for me not to have a drink during pregnancy, then I really need to reevaluate my life or like
Yeah.
what's going on because I know some people get like so stressed and like, oh, I would just like kill for a glass of wine. I think it's like a time to reevaluate, like, okay, what
If
is,
that's the scenario. I think some
yeah,
people just enjoy drinking, and so it's nice to have that.
sure.
If your doctor says it's safe and you just enjoy a glass of wine,
Yeah, I
that's
guess I
like
just
there's some
associate it
people,
with like,
I need a drink.
yeah,
I don't think that's all.
okay.
Or at least my guess is. Maybe it is. I mean, I have no idea. But I think I at least I know people that just enjoy a nice glass of wine. And so once they were able to have that, that was
That's true. Like connoisseurs of
yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I guess for me, alcohol has always been like tied to a feeling.
Mm.
And so like I associate the taste of alcohol with like having fun or being relaxed.
Hmm.
Um and so that's why I think it's actually been an easy switch for me because it's just like the taste that I associate with a feeling rather than the feeling that it gives me. So when I
Mhm.
like drink a mocktail or an NA beer or something, I'm like, well, this still tastes like a beer and it still puts me in that like, oh, this is a special time.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Um
I get that.
but I know some people, like want to feel the slightly altered state and that's when I get a headache or don't feel great and I don't want that. So,
Same. Yeah, I feel that. I think that's I'm starting to associate alcohol with negative things, which is why I don't think I'm enjoying drinking it.
yeah. And as I like to say, I'm weird enough on my own. So,
Weird is just another word for cool.
for awesome.
For cutie. Yeah. Oh man, what a year.
What a year.
Not done yet.
Yeah. We still have a few more hours left.
I am curious. I would love to hear from citizens. Share your best ofs.
Yeah.
Because maybe your best ofs are going to be my best ofs next year.
Yeah. That's fun.
So,
And you know what also is the best of this year? Coming up with the citizen's name,
citizens is a
which
good one
actually came from a citizen, but still. I really like being able to refer to you all as a collective group
of
of
our
citizens.
citizens. Similar but different.
Yeah.
SBD United.
Yeah. Hey, and thank you all. And especially thank you. That's my PBS.
Wait, what?
And on like Sesame Street, it's like thanks to our viewers for making they're like talking about like donations because of public broadcast and
Uh
it's
huh.
always like and especially like thank you to our sponsors, blah 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 blah, blah and especially thank you.
Thank you.
But yeah, while we do this for us, we also do it for you and we love your feedback and we love your suggestions and it is really cool to be like, "Aw, there's 6 people in the world that listen."
Yeah, it
You
makes
know?
me feel good.
Yeah.
There's a little bump in my chest, as
Yeah.
Kevin Hart would say. That's the second time I said that this episode, so
It
I should probably
is?
stop.
When
Yeah.
was the other bump bump?
I think it was about, I don't know, getting invited to stuff maybe? Shit, man, my memory is shit.
Yeah, that's why this episode was hard.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's a tough one.
And I'm sure I'm gonna on my drive home tonight
And think
and
of
think
all
of
the
all these
things.
awesome things that were
Yeah.
best of 2024.
Well, we can always just, uh, I don't know. I actually don't know what we could do. Other than when we post the episode, we'll just have our list of best ofs.
Yeah. I just thought of the time when Skylar made me laugh so hard that I cried, and I can't explain it because it won't make sense. But we like to make song parodies, and there was a particular song parody that made me laugh pretty hard.
I enjoy that. Do you guys just like sometimes, or maybe other people do this too, like sing instead of talk?
I definitely do.
I know I got it from my mom because there are certain things that she would sing and it was dumb, but it was so funny and it stuck in my head.
Yeah, and I feel so like we recently had a conversation of like, oh, like things that we do and been like, did you pick that up from me or did I pick that up from you?
Yep.
And like him singing anything or like coming up with like parodies to songs
That's you.
definitely came from me. And me making like inappropriate cum jokes, that comes from him. And I was like, you've changed my humor in a way that I don't think I like.
Yeah, I think he wins in this scenario.
Yeah, but I think I only really do it around him, and because I'm like that maybe, like, my brain is just like, "Make your audience laugh," and so I'm like, "I know that's he's gonna laugh at that 'cause those are the jokes he makes."
Say about what you think he finds funny.
Well, I'm just, it's a learned behavior. I'm a
Mhm.
chameleon.
Oh, God, I love a chameleon
Yeah.
because I'm one too. Love a chameleon.
You're pretty you.
Am I?
Yeah, because you wouldn't let me have a cinnamon bun.
That's true. I think I've fit into who I am, though. I was a chameleon when I was younger.
You know, I brought Jen some brownies that our neighbor gave us, and I should have just eaten them.
You should have actually. Karma's
I
a
guess,
bitch,
but then
Jen.
I actually would have just felt like an
Remember
asshole. I
that
couldn't have
cinnamon
handled
roll?
it.
It would have been funny, though. Like, I would have laughed.
Yeah,
It might have been my best laugh. Just kidding.
but I would have felt too shitty about it. Okay.
Oh, yeah. No, this is great.
Happy New Year's Eve. Happy 2024. Well, 2025.
I think I was gonna see how long you did that. That was good. I love it. I love your beautiful songs and voice that you put together.
Thank you.
Ah,
Well, ta-ta, citizens. Like
citizens.
and subscribe.
Mm. I still haven't got my tattoo off.
They're hard to get off. That's why you have to be very careful with bachelorette party tattoos that are glittery dicks. Because you'll put one of those bad boys on your neck and you'll go to work with that.
Oh my god. Did you do that?
No, but I know people who have. I'm no rookie.